What's good, YouTube? My name is Trasan. I received a couple requests to do a tutorial. What I want to do today is just to show you how I approach playing my fills, my licks. Just off the top, what I don't do, at least not anymore, is I don't attempt to memorize certain patterns or licks and then try to find a way to squeeze them into certain songs. I no longer do that. What I do is I approach the drums from what's called a linear concept. In other words, here's my quarter note, right? What I do is I base everything off a 16th note pattern, even though I have that 16th note pattern, and I'll play off of that. I'll play either 30 seconds, 24ths, 8ths, or whatever off of that 16th note pattern that's in my head based on where my quarter note is. Quick exercise I like to do. Basically, you hit any drum or cymbal that you want in any order, with the exception of playing two of the same thing at the same time. I like to start out really slow. You keep that exercise slow until it becomes motor memory. Now, you'll know it's motor memory when you can play it at a faster tempo without having to think about it. And that's how I approach my fills. I never think about what lick I'm going to play. I never do. I just play. And this exercise has been key to me being able to do that without having to take time to think out what am I going to play before I get there, which is why a lot of drummers have a tendency to rush before they play a fill and then drag after they've played the fill, because they're putting a lot of thought into what they're going to play beforehand. Anyway, here's this exercise. It's slow. Here's the tempo. And it's going to sound that way. By the way, it would help to have a metronome, not set to any time signature, just a standard click, a continual click will help. The thing you do is you speed that up until, like I said, until it feels comfortable. You can play it up the tempo. The faster you're able to play that, then of course the more fills that you can incorporate. Again, I like to play it slow until, because for one reason is that if this is my quarter note, then that's my 16th, one eanda, and those are my 30 seconds. And they're not as fast because I've slowed down the tempo altogether. And you think, well, how do I incorporate that? If this is my tempo, here we go. That's how I approach doing solos or anything else. Now that's not all there is to it, but that's definitely a simple exercise that you can incorporate. Again, let me give you another idea about linear. Like again, I'm playing based off the 16th note, but there doesn't have to be any particular tempo that I'm playing in, because I'm playing just a continual set of 16th notes, and I'm going to play accents to get it pulse, and that's how you can determine what time signature I'm playing in, if any. So let me try it starting in 4. Here's my quarter note. feels like 9 or 7 right into 4 because it's all linear. And so that's the approach that I like to use playing fills. Now, as far as developing your chops and getting everything together like that, I have a heavy rudimental background. So I do suggest getting into your rudiments.